everybody, I want to Wiisdom here, 122 in the morning. We just introduced Robo, and I've got to say, I'm pretty excited about seeing how he pans out upgrade-wise. But so, what I wanted to do here, I've run back up to the Lost Imaginite mine. It's just because it seems like the ideal setting to drop on this included Imaginite chest, which is a unique one because it's sporting 80 plus unique items. What I want to showcase, we're at 96 sets here with what we currently have collected throughout the game, or haven't collected at all but is registered here. This is just the point it brings you to. The way you get here, it's kind of strange. If you click on the vault, which you would think is where you would go, it just takes you to the store, which I don't know why it's not called Imaginite Store when it says it's the vault. I would tend to think that a vault would be where all your collections would be kept. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that's played this thing since its inception in SSA, right? So right here, Imaginite sets, though, I'm at 47% again, 46 out of 96. Everything up here is completed, right? So if you come down, we've completed the pumpkin set. We're close on Arachnid. We got a piece for Firefighter, Spartan, so on and so forth. I want to come all the way to a lot of these. If I actually place their crystals on the portal, will actually unlock some of them. But this is sort of it, man. You know, like, this is everything that is available. And oh, the training dummy. I want to just go to the very bottom here because I'm assuming this is where the stuff will come into play. I don't really know. In fact, I'm kind of curious what happens if I just place this chest on right now from this point. I think that's what I'm going to do, so let's see what happens. Okay, nothing. So we'll exit out, and I'm assuming now? Yes. Imaginite. Okay, so we'll get to check these bad boys out one by one, apparently. It may take some time. That's why I wanted to make a standalone video. So here we go.
New bow slinger weapon.
Regal Bat Bow. That's going to be great for Halloween. I have to say, plus 60 attack, too.
New bazooka weapon.
Bazooka. Oh, that's kind of a cool look. Plus 60 attack. The Robot Zuka. Looks like that would tie in with the construction stuff. Oh yeah, the ghostly mace. I don't know if this is intended to work for Halloween for me, but I'm conjuring up images. You know, typically in Skylanders, I always do like a Halloween live stream, right? We upgrade all of the undead characters, we go use them, we go through spooky levels, the undead realm, whatever it may be. With no Skylander game coming, you know, here in a couple of days in October, I've been trying to figure out how we replace that. So maybe we'll make some like spooktacular Imaginators. I don't know. That's sort of what I plan to do. People are like, "Oh, you're still playing that game?" I was like, "Yeah, this was by choice. It was by design." Again, when Activision sends the game out to one particular channel months ahead of the release, and that channel is able to release the entire game the minute the embargo is released, I'm a guy with a real job, and so when I'm like busting my butt getting an hour and a half of sleep every night just to attempt to have the unboxings ready to go when the embargo is released, I lose all incentive to play through the game because people are already going to have seen it. So subsequently, what I do, I focus on the unboxings. I provide my unique content, which is of course based in the details. The information that people desire, that's sort of how I distinguish my content and set myself apart from others. And then of course what I like to do is then just enjoy it at my own pace. And where other people burn through the game either day one in some cases or like within 3 weeks, I've been able to provide you a steady stream of content. And my plan all along has always been to complete the game, which I always like to do once all the characters are released, which now outside of standard Chompy Mage, who technically was released briefly by strange bundles on Amazon, we can feel okay about completing the game. My plan all along was to then possibly go through it with Imaginators if anyone was interested. That's why I haven't heavily invested a ton of time creating Imaginators yet. Number one, I want to have access to all the parts before I create these things. Number two, if people are still interested in the game, I think it would be cool to play through entirely with only Imaginators. So if you've got any thoughts on that, feel free to let me know. But again, that was my plan all along. So,
New Sentinel weapon.
oh, Volcano. We're at the Rainforest Cafe with that one, right?
New Brawler weapon.
I'm surprised they... Oh, hey, that's cool. Patty Pummelers. You know, if you could make like Hamburglar in this game, that would be pretty sick. What if you could have Hamburglar, Grimace, and Cookie Monster? That's a good set. I should probably shut up so someone will take my ideas and run with them. Golden Crystal Staff. I mean, that's probably the one I'm the least excited about that we've seen.
Quick shot weapon.
Space Blaster. Very similar to what Astro Blast has, is it not? How that gives me 15 speed, I don't know, but I'll take it.
New Night weapon.
Oh, that's epic. That is an epic one. I could see that with Undead. I could see that with Lights. I could possibly see that with Water. You could possibly even justify it with Earth, you know, like it's a crystal from deep inside the earth. Lots of possibilities there.
New Ninja weapon.
Ooh, Golden Wheels. Yeah, not too stoked about that one.
New Swashbuckler weapon.
That's pretty cool. Lava Blades, I could definitely see us using that. And the 80 plus parts are where? Exactly. Let me click this. Surely. Again, Imaginite Vault, where you think you would go. No. I have to come in here to Game Progress. Imaginite Sets. Okay. 55 out of 96. Huh. So has it just like given me several sets that it didn't even bother to showcase there? Possibly so. I'm not sure where they would be. Would they be at the bottom? Would they be at the top? I don't really know. That's not good. It's stuff that has to be complete, so I would think it would be above this, but it also, they could have just like, boom, place it at the bottom, so you have to scroll through it. Well, okay, that's not the case. We were at, what, 47 or 48, and now we're up to 55. I don't know that I'll be able to distinguish which ones of these are brand new, but we'll try. Okay, so these are the old school early completion ones, right? Oh yeah, I had plans for that snowman. I forgot about that. That's totally Mr. Frosty. Is the Dryad set? I don't remember that one. I don't remember that at all. Warrior Queen, is that possibly new? King and Musketeer, I think we had Samurai, I feel like we had Terror of Skylands. That might be new. Catsuit? I don't remember that. Aztec? Was that new? Ballerina was a thing. Snake Armor, I feel like that was a thing. Masquerade, we just saw. Skeleton, that's awesome, we had it. Cybug, is that a deal? Banana was a thing. Cowboy was a thing. Beetle, I don't know. Yeti. We'll just go through all of these and we can assume that several of them are in fact brand new. How about that? I don't remember Miner, and that seems like a good choice for Lost Imaginite Mines. Spirit Warrior, I think we might have seen that. Maybe it came from Cursed Tiki Temple. Barbarian. I don't remember unlocking any of that. Lionheart, I think, was a thing. Fossil was a thing. Training Dummy was. Retro Radio we had. Shield Maiden, I think, was a thing. Castle Set, I just recently completed that one. Bathroom Break was with deal. Pumpkin we know about. Bento, I think that was a deal that we completed on our own. Commando, I remember. Monkey Idol, I saw. Again, I'm wondering if that was Cursed Tiki Temple. Baby Set, I hate. I don't care where it came from. I think we already had it. Scarecrow's pretty cool. Birdman, we already had that. Tree set existed. Construction bot, I think, was the Earth Crystal. Werewolf sets, Arachnid sets, Fire. So somewhere above these was everything, basically. Let me actually see. This video is not going to be too terribly long. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick for you. Let's see. This would be Lost Imaginite Mines, Imaginite Chest. All right. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Everybody's hawking it. Fantastic. Lots of money on eBay. That's not it. It's amazing how cruddy these search engines are, isn't it? Okay. Contents. Do I need to do that? Surely somebody across the pond that's had this took the time to scribble that out, right? Yes, it unlocks 80 new parts, we know. But what is in them? Come on. Come on. Okay. Anything? Does any... Really? No one? Sometimes the internet just sucks. I mean, seriously. Why is this not something... Here's something that's saying it's over 100 new parts. It unlocks 80 new parts, and it's over 100 new parts. How is that possible? It's one or the other. Well, that's a waste of my time. And you have too many ads on your website, you lackluster pile. Okay, well, apparently the internet has failed us, and nobody has taken the time to figure this out. Lost Imaginite Mines. Do I need to dumb this down? Do we just put Imaginite pieces? Is that how we need to search for this crud? Okay, there's people complaining about it not being released in the U.S. Out of stock at Toys R Us in London. Somebody's hawking it from Chicago on Craigslist. Fantastic. I don't know what to tell you, aside from... In order for me to tell you exactly what is brand new, I would apparently have to go through and look at exactly what we had prior to this. So I feel like we've covered it fairly well. You know, I mean, something in these complete sets was it. You know, and I think I did a good job of identifying a few of them. And the rest of them you should know. Again, I honestly have invested very, very little time creating Imaginators because it's something I plan to do after I completed the game, which I have not done. So I'm pretty sure miner's a thing. But again, I mean, past that, just kind of know that some of these came with this little chest here. So I guess the thing to do might be to, like, place that down on a virgin save file. Might be the way to do it. I wonder if it would unlock the level itself. Probably not, but it might. I don't know. The Rhino, I think, is fairly new. Or was it? I don't know. Something in here changed. We went from 47 or 48 to 55. And then, of course, we know the, you know, weapons, ultimate weapons, I should say, for each battle class. So... Lost Imaginite Mines, Imaginite unlocks. Will that be our keyword here? No. You know, this is why. This is why I do Skylanders research, because if you rely on these other people in the rest of the world, their severe lack of effort will just disappoint you. It's like everyone and their dog is like, oh, it unlocks 80 new parts. It's like, yeah, the box says that, genius. Why don't you freaking elaborate on it? It's so stupid. So very stupid. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably someone that's done it, but it's not coming up on the first couple pages of the search engine. So, which is probably in part to people constantly just trying to buy it, I must say, but... yeah, oh, look, a link to download it. That's going to work out beautifully for no one. Yeah. Go. That looks like a spam website. Oh, it is. Yep. Cool. Oh, and look, I think they're using my videos too. Fantastic. So, that's that, man. I would love to do a better job for you, but the way this was presented, that's the best I can do. Again, if I played around with the Imaginators done, I'd be like, oh, cool, you know, this is brand new, as is Minor. I'm pretty sure that one's new. And I think some of the others I hit on probably are. But honestly, all I've done, we made our first ever one, Sir Skellington. My nephew made Harambe. We came in, we did Reset Me, who I was supposed to reset to make my banana, you know, sharpshooter, and no one will let me reset him from the streams. And that's about it. Then I've just made like the brawler dudes, you know, which I did for Skylanders research on the Imaginator side. Past that, I mean, I have done nothing. So that's about all I can provide for you, sadly, I must say. So yeah, I will leave it at that, man. So my apologies, this wasn't more detailed, but again, if you're intricately familiar with this stuff, if you're sitting there and you were at, you know, 88 out of 96, you can go in and from when I scrolled through all that, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that set's amazing. So like I said, I wish I could provide you with better information, but you know, like I said, if you live the Imaginator lifestyle, no doubt you'll be able to identify what's new, what came from Cursed Tiki Temple, what's actually from this one, and you can be super excited about it. As is, all I can really do is identify a couple and have showcased those parts to you, which some of them were pretty freaking sweet, I have to say. And there is an achievement, at least on the Xbox One, I assume it's also on PlayStation platforms, where when you create an Imaginator, you have to use like all ultimate gear. So that'll be a little easier to do with some of those cool weapons. But nonetheless, my apologies. If anyone wants to come in and identify exactly which ones it is that are brand new, I will get that added to like the description of the video or something. I will, of course, credit you. And when I post all of this stuff on the Skylander Club forum, we will include it there. And then when people say, hey, I really want Robo and the Lost Imaginite Mines, but honestly, I'm more into Imaginators and just want that chest and the unique parts, what's included? Unlike everyone else in the world who seemingly can't create an article or a thread or a post or a picture and an image with all the pieces, we will do that. And then people will say, hey, God bless these people who actually use their heads and can compile useful information for others. But hey, what do I know? I guess, you know, I don't use clickbait either, so I guess I'm just missing out on everything. Nonetheless, hope this was somewhat helpful. Again, for all the Imaginator aficionados, you probably identify them right off the bat. If any of you would be kind enough to take the time, even if you just know of like 4 of them, you're like, oh, that's definitely new, leave a comment and help people out, because honestly, for me to find out, I'd have to go back in time and piecemeal it all together. So that said, I will quit rambling. I got a video to edit and get it uploaded before I can go to bed here. So thanks for watching. I will catch you back here for more Skylanders action. Wiisdom.com is the website, SkylanderClub.com is the forum. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and I will always tweet before I live stream, regardless of what platform I might be streaming on. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And Robo and myself will catch you back here for some more cool action.